We feel like we sometimes have people on our tail who are pushing us to either move faster or move in a different direction.
Yeah.
But we're not doing it for that person.
Right.
I know one of the things that you talk about in your book is objectives and what objectives we should have, because that kind of goes along with our why. Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about what our objectives should be as homeschooling moms and dads.
Sure. Yeah. I think of my friend Andrea's story, who I share in the book, and she started out wanting to homeschool her kids and believing that they would all be in Ivy League schools of their choice, that they would all graduate with a 4.0, that they would be academic like she was academic, and she would just have these really well-behaved kids. And I think if I'm honest, I had those same expectations for my kids too when I first started. And I think that it's easy to fall into wanting to impress people, wanting to show off my kids, so to speak, and show how much they know. But both Andrea and myself and many other moms that I've interviewed have really been humbled in that way. Andrea actually, she went through a miscarriage. She has a kid with ADHD. She has a dyslexic kid. She has a kid with health problems. I mean, thing after thing after thing, the Lord has put these kids in her life. And she says it's because to sanctify her, but also to really re-instill in her the reason that she really does want to homeschool her kids. And it's not for that GPA or to get her kids into the best school of their choice. It is because she wants her kids to serve the Lord and to hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And to me, that was just so challenging and really relieving that we don't have to meet our cultural expectations. I mean, yes, there are the things that our state requires us to do, but we have so much freedom within that as well. For example, if we're required to teach science, for example, we can still teach science, but we can teach how God made the earth and creationism. And we can expand on that as much as we want to. Or if we want to, we add Bible to our curriculum and math, we can show math in God's world and just relate it all back to Christ. So I think we have one audience that we're trying to serve, and it's a relief. We don't have to impress. And that to me is that's what we need to be focused on with our children.
Yeah. Amen. We do have only one audience, and it is hard not to be pressured by those around us. This might be a really dumb analogy. I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but we're starting to teach our oldest how to drive. And so recently we were driving, and, how long have I been driving? 30 something years. When you're driving and you have someone behind you who's in a hurry, and you can feel that pressure of them, like they're riding right up on your tail, and you're like, I'm like going the speed limit, or maybe even a little bit faster than the speed limit. I'm not going to go any faster because I don't want to get a ticket, because you have the one person you need to obey is the law, the cop who might be hiding behind the tree, and you don't want to get a ticket because this guy behind you is trying to push you to go faster. I don't know if that's a silly analogy, but sometimes I feel like that when it comes to homeschooling, is that, we feel like we sometimes have people on our tail who are pushing us to either move faster or move in a different direction.
Yeah.
But we're not doing it for that person.
Right.
It doesn't matter. And that could be our parents. It could be our neighbor. It could be someone at church. It could be anyone in our world who has influence over us. And it's really hard to have that pressure behind us of people going, okay, move faster, move differently.
Right.
And you're like, no, I'm doing the right thing right now. And just leave me alone and back off. And
absolutely. I feel like I'm the one that I'm fighting a lot of times, that the pressure comes from me.
Yeah.
That I used to teach in a not a public school, but a private school. And it's still, I put that pressure on myself. And in Michigan, our laws are so laid back here. We'll probably not get checked anytime soon, but I still I put that, I'm like, oh, I need to do this, this, and this for this amount of time. I'm like, no, hold the phone. Like, my kids don't even learn that way. Yeah. And I don't have that pressure. It's more just trying to let myself let go of that.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.